Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
Good morning. Welcome everybody to today's women's soccer match, second game of the season. It's Trinity Tigers up against the Pacific Lutheran Lutes, number 10 versus number 23. I'm Chris Hockman, with me is Scott Lebo. Scott, I think some revealing results on Friday, certainly different than what we expected for Pacific Lutheran. Do you think these two teams learned anything about each other on Friday's games?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of intrigue coming into this one just to see how Pacific Lutheran bounce back and how Trinity try and build off of the performance that they had on Friday. 6-0 win for the Tigers was absolutely the exact way they wanted to start the season. For the Lutes, though, falling to a draw against St. Thomas was not how they expected to start their season. They'll be hoping to bounce back. I think Trinity today needs to be prepared for the Lutes to come out with a lot of fire, trying to prove that the result on Friday was not the team that they actually are.
Yeah, look, it was certainly not what I think anybody expected. The Celts started 8 first-year players. They're a very young side. Hats off to them. They played phenomenally well. It was a really great result for them. We're going to see the men's team this evening. This evening, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock kickoff. So we're going to have a bit of a gap between the women's and the men's game so that Pacific Lutheran can catch their flight back to Seattle, because they are based out of Parkland, Washington, just outside of Tacoma. Beautiful part of the world. But they come into this one, like we said, off a 1-1 draw with St. Thomas. This is definitely the game that mattered more. This is the game you more want a big result in, because this could be a statement win if you beat the number 10 ranked team. But certainly a shock. We were certainly shocked. It's going to be a big one. I think player to keep an eye on for me for Pacific Lutheran is Liv Olsen, junior midfielder. She was active all game on Friday. She did score the goal. Just really dangerous. I think a lot of players really got stuck in, but Liv Olsen especially was one that I thought got stuck in really well, and really obviously made an impact because you got a name on the score sheet, right? So I think that was, I think she had a really good game. And make no mistake, look, Pacific Lutheran were the better side on Friday. If any side was going to win it, it was going to be Pacific Lutheran. But St. Thomas came in with a plan. They were very well coached, very well disciplined. Hats off to them. They played phenomenally well. They are the defending champions of the Northwest Conference. And so it'll be interesting to see how they go. They went to the NCAA second round. They're ranked 23rd by the USC. Their NPI at the end of last season was 29. But Massey, which I talk about a lot, it's an ELO ranking. It's an ELO ranking. It's not Electric Light Orchestra. They did suffer a lot as that result. They're down to 82nd in Massey. They're down 57. Now, look, a lot of teams haven't played yet, so you do get penalised a lot for not winning your first game, especially as the bigger team. But they dropped them down to 82nd. It's automatic. It's not like Mr. Massey is over there typing these numbers in. But it does hurt you. So they went down 57. But Massey is predicting a 1-1 draw today.
Interesting.
Which I think coming in, wouldn't shock anybody, I don't think. 10-23. It's not a big gap. Trinity, they come in 6-0 winners against Texas A&M San Antonio in a local derby. My player to watch, Ilsa Newland. Senior defender, scored her first collegiate goal, which I think we were both like, really? Her first collegiate goal? She's been around for a long time. Did miss a lot of last season, so it was really pleasing to see her get back and get a goal. It's always pleasing when someone comes back from timeout and succeeds no matter what team they're on, so that was exciting. This is her 50th career start, so she's got a milestone today as well on top of that. And last year, Trinity were 9th in goals against average, 0.33, and they were 2nd in shutout percentage, 0.867. So they're a very hard team to break down, especially here at Paul McGinley Field. So they went up 7 in Massey to 28. They are number 10 by United Soccer Coaches. I am going to be interested. That rating come out on Tuesday. I'm going to be interested to see how they treat this weekend and how they treat the win over Texas A&M San Antonio, who are an NAIA school and a very young school. They've only been around for 4 years. Their program, I think, got started in 21-22. So had a good chat with their coach after the game, and he was pleased with how they played, but, you know, obviously it's a tough result to take. So that's going to be an exciting one. This will be interesting to see how these two teams play. There's one change for the teams. The only change for either side is in goal for Trinity. Colette Whitsett comes in for Lauren Little, who started the first half in goal, didn't play the second half on Friday. So that'll be a collegiate debut for Colette Whitsett. Number 99, first-year goalkeeper out of Austin. She was a state runner-up a few months ago in high school, but everything else stays the same. So for Trinity, that changes Colette Whitsett. Then it's Malia Cesar, Alex Doran, Hannah Khan, Bree Werner, Kylie Harris, Darian Williard, Ilsa Newland, Madison Bugansky, Kayla Bovin, and Ellie Creek. For PLU, that means PLU is completely unchanged. So their lineup is, if you need a refresher, it's Abby Winkler, Zoe Marcotte, Liv Olsen, Bella Hanna, Kiana Gutierrez, Jocelyn Cruz, Caitlin McDougall, Kaylin Betts, Lila Mert, Olivia Boehm, and Paige Almanza. So that's their starting lineup. And look, I think there were a lot of good performance from PLU on Friday. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But that's early season stuff, yes, Scott?
Yeah, I think that was exactly the story for the Lutes on Friday. Just great possession, held the ball well, made it really tough for St. Thomas, but in the end, I don't think they did enough in the attacking third, didn't create enough clear-cut chances. And that can happen, especially with a team like St. Thomas, who sat back and defended with a lot of effort and tenacity, made it really difficult for the Lutes. But I think today is going to be another similar challenge. The Tigers are a really stout defensive team. You mentioned it. Didn't allow a goal at home at all last year. It's a new challenge for the Lutes. They need to figure out how to break down Trinity if they want to get a result out of today.
Yeah, it's going to be a different sort of game, I feel like, from what we saw. Or maybe not for Pacific Lutheran. I think it wouldn't be surprising to me if this game shaped up fairly similar to what we saw on Friday, with sort of the teams trading periods of dominance and things like that. But, yeah, make no mistake, I'm sure PLU are going to be hungry after what happened on Friday.
Absolutely.
So Trinity are going to have to be alert from the start. There's going to be no easing into this one for either side. And Trinity, you want to make sure you don't sit on that 6-0 scoreline and think, all right, great start to the season, everybody. Because this is the game that's going to be a big statement for either side.
Yeah, and we talked about it on Friday. Trinity typically come into the season, start a little bit slow, find it hard to score goals. Wasn't the case on Friday, but you don't know. That could show up today. It's a much different opponent.
Yeah, it's very different. And like, how much does having that early game where you do get a lot of goals help you out? Kind of blow out those cobwebs, get started?
Yeah, I think it's mostly a mental thing. Another thing we talked about on Friday, soccer is a sport that is more mental than a lot of other sports. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to play in this game. Mistakes happen across the field at all times, and it takes somebody who has a short-term memory. You know, you got to have the memory of a goldfish, as a famous soccer show says. 5-second memory, in your head, out your head, and you're done. I think that's very true of soccer. And so a game where you can come out and maybe surprise yourselves gives you a lot of confidence, which helps going forward, but Trinity also don't want to rest on their laurels. They want to come out and they want to perform again, and so finding that balance is where the Tigers need to be focused today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how they come out after that result. So both teams certainly with something from Friday to think about and to go on, but we're going to get on to the anthem, and we will be right back.
For Trinity Soccer.
All right, we are back. Have to go on mute so we don't get pulled off air by YouTube thinking we're breaching copyright. But anyway, we are ready to go. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be an interesting game. Really excited to see the tactical battle. You talked about how soccer can be mental a lot. I think soccer as well, it's just so much on individual players. Because it's not like other sports where you've got a stoppage, where you get to go back to your bench and you get to talk to your coach or have your coach in one of the players' ears the whole time, you know? So you really have to make individual decisions. And yeah, as a coach, you're going to set your team up and you're going to give them instructions, but it's on you. It's a player. As a coach, most of your work's done during the week.
Yeah, and similarly, I think when you look at the field, you see 2 sets of 11, and you think of them playing a game of 11v11, but I think the real game is a bunch of much, much smaller duels that happen consistently throughout the game. Whose midfield is going to control the center of the field? Whose wingers are going to be able to take on the fullbacks that they're going at all day, right? You play against the same players throughout the entirety of the game. You have to start to learn their habits and adjust to them. And really, it does become a moment of it's on the individuals, and once the whistle blows, it's on the players. The coaches are kind of out of it a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot on Friday about controlling the tempo. You know, if you can control the tempo of the game, you can really control the game because you can make your other side run. It's definitely not as hot as it was on Friday.
A little bit more humid.
It does help that it's 11:30 in the morning.
Thunderstorms here in San Antonio last night.
There is a thunderstorm watch as well for today. We're hoping to get through this game before they hit.
Yeah.
I
think the forecast says that we will.
Yeah, forecast says it might affect the men's game. So at the moment we are okay. It's 88. The feels like it's 91. But remember, on Friday, at least for Trinity's game, it got up to 99.
Yeah. Feels like a 102, I believe.
Yeah, it was 102, and the women's game, the game for PLU, I believe it was 97, so 2 degrees colder. So it's definitely nicer. But like you said, the humidity is 63%. It's thick. The air is thick today. So
that's what the rain does.
Yeah, the storm's coming. So the humidity, it could end up, if the storm comes in the middle,
could be perfect.
It could be really nice weather for the men's game because that humidity will cut because the storms come, and then the temperature will be down because the storms come. So, you know, we'll see. We're hoping to get through. I know you look at the sky and you're like, what storms are you talking about? There's hardly a cloud, but No, they're coming. They're
supposedly
they're coming up I-10 by the looks of the radar. So, but there was a big thunderstorm last night.
Yep. And that's definitely a trend in San Antonio, that when it thunderstorms one night, you wake up the next morning and it is humid.
Yeah, it doesn't help that these thunderstorms haven't quite gone away. So we've got some more rolling in. We're hoping they'll be in between these two games, and then we'll be thankful for the break because we couldn't have played anyway. But we'll see. But
Could
right
be
now,
perfectly timed.
it could be a perfectly timed break. Here it is. They're playing St. Thomas from Houston, which is where the Storms are coming in from. So hopefully St. Thomas are already here. Don't get caught up in weather on the drive. It's never a fun drive up I-10 in storms, so.
It's never a fun drive on I-10 anyway.
Anytime. I don't know, I live out by 35 where all that work's happening, so, it's going to be great when it's finished.
That's also a tough one.
But anyway.
Any point of going east from San Antonio can be pretty tough.
So we are away for this match. Is Trinity in the maroon. They're going to be going from right to left on your screen. PLU in the white. They're going from left to right on your screen. As the Tigers get us started. Just passing around, looking for options. That ball gets away from Cesar just a little bit. Physical stuff early, like you said, trying to control that midfield.
And it'll always be a tough battle for opposition to beat Trinity in the midfield. Ellie Creek last year really impressed me as a first year, somebody who's just willing to do a lot of that work. Malaya Cesar is such an intelligent player, great football IQ. And then Bree Werner at the top of that triangle is just brilliant on the ball. It's hard to beat that midfield.
Great run here. Has a go off the crossbar.
What a start.
I think it is going to go out for a goal kick. Yes, it does. Some athletic skills from the referee as well. We saw they were trying to avoid a pass. We're getting a look at this one.
Early warning signs from the Tiger.
Yeah, we saw, a couple goals. They scored 6, but a lot of those goals really nothing Texas A&M San Antonio could have done.
Yeah. That's a brilliant opportunity there, just to cut in on the defender and take that shot quickly before the goalkeeper or the rest of the defense can react. Oftentimes, if you can make a move inside on a defender, that's the best time to shoot. Don't try and beat another player or anything like that. Beat the first one, use them kind of as a shield to aim that ball and maybe even unsight the keeper.
Yeah, great run to find the space and then have a shot. I'll say Abby Winkler did a pretty good job of closing. There wasn't much space between her arm and the goal, as demonstrated by it got past her arm, but it could only find the crossbar. So still scoreless, but that's an early warning sign.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely something we see at this D3 women's level a lot of the time. Some smaller keepers, you see a lot of finishes where it just loops up and over a goalkeeper. I think Clara Richards' goal on Friday was very similar to that. So good stuff from Winkler there, just making sure that is not what's going down here.
Yeah, Abby Winkler 5'9". So the taller of the two goalkeepers today. She did play all 90, the full 90 on Friday, made 6 saves off of 7 shots. If she plays the full 90 today, she'll hit 5,000 career minutes. Well, she plays 87. She only needs 87.
Ooh.
Shot comes! It has hit the back of the net. And again, the Tigers just take advantage of the space.
Yeah.
And she turns around the ball, puts it past the keeper. And an early lead, 3 minutes in, Trinity 1. PLU 0, certainly not the start that PLU would have wanted.
That comes much faster than the goal on Friday for the Tigers, and really nobody to blame. Here's a great finish from Bree Werner. Take nothing away from her, but it's defensive errors at the back. PLU had a few chances there to get the ball cleared, were unable to do so. Let that clearance fall to the feet of Doran, who just reacts really quickly, finds Werner, and it's an instinctual finish from a really good attacking player.
Yeah, Bree Werner getting the goal. Her 10th career goal. There.
Second of the season.
Second of the season, so she's hit the Golden Boot lead for the Tigers and probably for, well, maybe not. I don't know. There was probably someone who scored multiple goals on Friday in the division. But yeah, it's a great start for the Tigers. I mean, I think if you like, obviously the clearance needs to be better.
Yeah.
And then because of the clearance being misplaced, your defender's now out of position,
Yeah.
and that's what allows Bree Werner the space.
But for Trinity, you have to be there. Alex Doran, good anticipation. Bree Werner, she's in the right spot at the right time. And, Trinity capitalize. That's what the game is about a lot of the time. I mentioned it earlier. Mistakes happen in the game. A lot of the moments where you score goals don't come from your own success. It comes from recognizing an opportunity that the other team gives you and taking advantage.
And Alex Doran, that's her second assist of the season as well, 4th of her career. She played 42 minutes on Friday, starting. Both her parents played for Trinity. Her mum played soccer, her dad played football.
It's one thing that Trinity really tries to do a lot of the time in their games as well. They don't like to let the opposition out of their own half. They press really hard, and I think they're allowed to do that because of how much of the ball they have. They're a very fit team, and they're willing to do the work. A coach told me when I was growing up, I think I was in middle school, said the easiest time to win the ball back after you've lost it, first 6 seconds. And Trinity really takes that to heart. They try and win the ball back as quickly as they can and just do not let the opposition play.
Yeah, there's a lot of contests for possession in this one early, which I think is probably what we expected. Two very good teams, nationally ranked. Ball plays all the way through. Maybe just a little too eager to get forward instead of build something up. Back yourself. Uphill, you need to remember they're nationally ranked as well. They're a very good team.
Yeah.
And so they've got the skills and the ability to build something up from the back. But I understand it. You're going 1-0 down. You want to get back as quick as you can. So I understand wanting to get forward quickly. Boven. Back with Buganski. Buganski plays it out wide right for Doran again. Has a go. I think maybe across to Hannah Khan might have been the move. Hannah Khan's not really known scoring headers and things like that. She's sort of, her 25 goals have mostly come from set pieces or from distance, but she was there as an option.
No, she's a target in the box for sure. Whether she scored from headers or not in the past, she's a strong player, and I would bet on her being able to get up and win some headers in the box.
Yeah, she can certainly beat her defenders. So
good turn.
The chance here, Bree Werner playing it out for Hannah Khan.
She'll have a shot.
That was good work defensively.
Yeah, they knew
from Jocelyn Cruz to shut it down. Shot comes right at the keeper. That'll be a confidence boost from the keeper. Good save.
Don't mind it from the Tigers, though. Quick coming forward.
One of the challenges, right? You close down the space on Hannah Khan, which means you've put 2 on, and that means somebody else is going to be open. Not that anybody plays, player marking systems these days. It's all zonal, but it does create an opening for somebody else.
Well, I think oftentimes, too, in midfield, you try and do a little bit more man marking. And who's the player that gets open there? It's Ellie Creek. It's a midfielder. Potentially they're just shifting people over to mark Hannah Khan, draws a midfielder out of position, takes her away from Creek, and she's open for the shot.
So good opportunity again up the right here for the Tigers.
Oh, good footwork.
Bree Werner again. Runs out. It is a goal kick. There was an appeal from Dylan Harrison on the Trinity bench for a corner. I wasn't seeing it.
It was good footwork from Doran there to beat her defender the initial time, but defender, really good work as well, just to stick with it. It's really hard sometimes. You get beat. You got to keep your footing, stay with it. Doran maybe should have taken that first opportunity to cross right after the move, had a half space there for it, but tried to keep dribbling, and the defender adjusted well.
Yeah, I think sometimes perfection is the enemy of good.
Yeah.
We say a lot, so that was the case there. We're waiting for the exact right opportunity when, maybe you've got a chance, but can't fault her for continuing the run and waiting for something even better to set up. Look, you've got the lead. You can be a little bit of a perfectionist now.
Yeah, it's been a really strong and impressive start from the Tigers as well.
Yeah, I think, look, chances are going to come for PLU. They're a good side. They're too good to be sort of pushed out for the whole 90. There's certainly a bit of a different, less frantic opening to what PLU dealt with on Friday, which I think will help them. Because St. Thomas really came at them pretty frantically.
Yeah. The one thing I would say, and we talked about it in advance of this game, PLU may be coming out really fast, wanting to make a statement early after what happened on Friday. I think the fact that Trinity scores early could now have the opposite effect. It could really allow heads on PLU to just drop. You know, you feel like you let yourselves down in Friday, you want to come out and make a statement right away, and then Trinity score within the first 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you're playing from behind again. You feel like you're right back in that hole.
Yeah, I mean, it took Texas A&M San Antonio held Trinity out for half an hour and did really well. Some really good defensive work in that half hour. And to give it up, I think also the way they conceded the goal, you know, it's a clearance that falls straight to a Trinity player is, you know, that's an unfortunate goal to concede, and it's gonna play on you a little bit. I know players will say, oh, you know, you talked about a short memory, but it does play on you when you give up a goal like that.
I think you're exactly right, and I think a big point in this game now going forward is going to be how can PLU's defense keep their heads after that start and the start to the season as a whole.
Yeah, look, it's been we're 10 minutes into the game, so it's been
100 minutes,
almost as long as it took to score the goals as they've held them out. So
good shielding there at the back.
That's what you want your defenders to do. Use their bodies, use their strength, because then the attacking player has to go through to get the ball, and it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, just really well done from Bella Hanna, too, just adapting to where Barganski wanted to go, moving her feet really well just to stay in her way without committing a foul.
Yeah, she's a really strong defender, is Hannah. She transferred in last year from Linfield to Pacific Lutheran.
One thing I'm noticing early that I think PLU will want to adjust to quickly is that Trinity midfield is just having too much of the ball. I think on Friday, one of the ways that Texas A&M San Antonio were able to, you know, slow Trinity down, at least in the first half, was how tight they were marking those Trinity midfielders. Early on in this game, I've noticed Malia Cesar, Ellie Creek, Bree Werner getting onto the ball in space, being able to turn, and I think that's a lot due to the fact that they're rotating with each other a lot. Earlier in the game, I noticed a moment, you know, Creek and Cesar are playing back defensively. Bree Werner dropped in, and the two of them switched for a second, and, you know, just inverting the triangle and moving around and rotating between the three of them is going to make it really difficult for PLU, but they have to stick with their marks.
Yeah, that we saw that on Friday a lot too, that interchange, you know, that move up from defensive midfield to center midfield to even 10.
And I think the plan for them is, you know, you have two defensive midfielders and you have one attacking midfielder, and when you go into possession, you go into attack, one of Cesar and Creek is going to go forward, the other one's going to hold and stay with your back line. But at times, if Cesar and Creek can both make runs forward and it's there for them, and then Bree Werner can check back and, you know, you switch, you completely invert that shape, that also can have a similar effect. And maybe we'll see times where Bree Werner stays back and the other two are the ones going forward.
Yeah, we saw a good example there, the interchange between Cesar and Creek.
Takes a lot of chemistry. These players must have a great understanding of each other.
Yeah, well, the whole team did that trip to Argentina in the offseason.
Coach Harrison was talking a lot to me. I interviewed him about that in the spring. I asked him about it in advance of Friday's game, and he just said it helped a lot with our chemistry, knowing who we were as a team and building the culture that we want to have. And I think the culture that they want to have is one of a tight team that's almost a family sort of environment. Everybody's friends with each other. There's no cliques on the team. They're all together, and I think they've built that pretty well.
Yeah, that can be really hard in a college environment where you automatically have cliques unintentionally just by the nature of classes, right? So, because you have 4 groups that are separate from each other.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that Harrison and Hannah Kahn pointed out to me in the spring when I was asking them about that trip to Argentina, that the coaching staff specifically, everybody was in groups for that trip, doing different activities in smaller groups. You can't do everything all together, but that they purposefully tried to make it that players weren't in their class groups, weren't in their major groups, as Barganski has an opportunity there, weren't in position groups, none of the typical circles that they'll float in. They tried to mix it up as much as they could, and I think that's been evident so far this season.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of chemistry early from Trinity. Barganski's header, just the thing you talked about a lot on Friday. It's hard flicking it off the back of your head to get a lot of power behind it. Can't really aim as well because you're not looking.
Yeah,
so
she does well to
right
just get that header on target there.
So yet another save for Abby Winkler. There'll be a throw in here for PLU. Under the tree. I should just walk it forward to where she was going to take it from anyway, so we took that time off the clock for nothing, but who knows. Unfortunate bounce there for the Tigers, so it'll be a throw in for PLU. Territorial gain. What PLU need? Like just a little passage of play in the Trinity half. They just haven't had a ton of that.
Yep.
And I like that they're not trying to rush it, although right as I say that, my apologies to PLU fans watching. Put the mockers on them.
Now, if you're PLU here, you really want to slow Trinity down. You don't want to let them take back this territory so fast. You just mentioned the territory being important. Don't let them take it.
Khan has a go. It's not going to curve enough, but it looked close.
She puts a slight bit of curve on that, and it goes in.
Yeah, just didn't get around it enough to curve it in. It looked further away coming off a boot than it ended up.
Well, that's the danger of Hannah Khan.
That's where she likes scoring from. That's her zone. It's definitely something you got to watch out for. And PLU know that. They've really tried to shut down Hannah Khan from those kind of spaces. They're trying to stop her getting those spaces. Ball goes forward. I think Barganski might have been offside there, so she didn't even bother trying to go for a run on it. But it goes out for a goal kick, so chance for Winkler to send it forward. We'll see how PLU sets up here. We saw on...
That's well done from Barganski just to get to it first.
PLU wanted the throw, not going to be there. Jocelyn Cruz a little frustrated. The bench thought there was a deflection. I could see a case for both. I didn't see enough ball movement from where I was. My angle wasn't as good as the center referee's was. So, ball played back to Harris. Harris with a switch.
It's always a bit risky there, playing a switch like that in the air. You just never exactly know where it's going to bounce, and it's harder to take a touch out of the air like that.
And PLU just couldn't get players forward there, which kind of forced Liv Olsen to take more touches than she wanted. She didn't want to hold the ball for that long, and that allowed Trinity to get possession back there. Cesar.
Just slowing it down a little bit here, being patient.
Go to Williard on the right. Williard plays the ball forward. Chance to cross it in. There's Hannah Khan. She's just overrun it. Maybe good work defensively there. The defenders run it forward, and that's kind of sucked Khan into overrunning.
Yep.
Instead of hanging back, she's gone with her defender. I think it's pretty clever defensive work there from PLU. And it may have been misjudged by the defender, and I'm completely misreading it, but I think she sucked her into that run.
I think you said it a few times on Friday. If it works,
I meant to do it. If it works, you claim it.
Well, that's definitely.
Yeah, that's a push/elbow in the back. Going to be a free kick. I think it's going to be a talking to as well.
Yeah, nothing intentional.
Nothing too malicious, but I've seen yellows given for that sort of thing, just because there's a bit of danger. They're off balance. You stick an elbow in the back, they go down, they could hit their head. It's easy foul, easy decision for the referee. Yeah, I think he did just have a talking to her while they were getting the free kick. Ready. Cesar controls, can't get it around. Appeals for handball. I think she didn't really know anything about it. It's the only foul that intent matters. Oh, good pressures, forced a bit of a mistake. Good recovery from PLU.
I think it was great pressure from Barganski, but I also think the pass back to Winkler was lacking a little bit of pace.
Yeah,
which goalkeeper in a tough position there.
Allowed Barganski to come and do it. Good recovery in the end.
Yep.
Well, it was Bella Hanna that got the ball away.
But it's one of the great features that Barganski has as a number 9. She scores a lot of goals that are just, kind of, I don't want to say garbage goals, but she's, picking up the trash and just capitalizing on any opportunity. She's a very, very, missing the word here, adaptable player who just knows when the opportunity is going to come, whether it's from her own teammates or from a mistake at the back. She's just always ready.
Yeah, look, goals all count for 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how flashy they are. It's all 1.
Yeah.
It's no 3-point line in soccer, so.
No, I think of a hyena, the type of animal that's just picking up off the scraps. That's what you want from a number 9, and Barganski does it really well.
Now Barganski on the ball. Under pressure, does well to keep a hold of it in the end. It's back for Ilse Newland. Newland will get the ball back again. Scored her first collegiate goal on Friday. Playing her 50th career start today. She plays it for Cesar. Cesar goes wide to Khan. That's a beautiful ball right to Khan's chest. Allows her to control. She's got some space. Sends it across. Just out of the reach.
I'll tell you what.
Of Brie Werner.
That's really smart work from Khan there. She knows, just as everybody does, that she wants to cut onto her right foot and have a hit. But right there, she doesn't cut onto her right foot. She fakes like she's going to. She goes to her left and gets the opportunity to cross there just by drawing on her tendencies. It's really smart work from her.
Yeah, that's the thing. You scout a player and they do something against what you've scouted. It does give you an advantage. She knows people know what she does well, so do the other thing every now and again. Can put your defenders into a second mind.
Yep.
Augustfield, there's an appeal for offside, but I think it's more from someone in midfield than the defenders.
Great footwork from Dorn again.
Just lays it back, trying to open up space.
Patience.
Weird. Sent in.
Ooh.
Keeper does the right thing there, gets in front of it, gets behind the ball, keeps the ball in front of her at all times. Yes, she puts it down on the ground, but she's always in control of the situation. I know it looks at the time like, ooh, it's a risky move, but it's actually pretty good goalkeeping for me. She was always in control of the situation, now she's got a chance to clear it away. Flicked forward, just not read by Olivia Bowen. Gutierrez. Looking to find Bowen. It's going to go out for a throw.
Again, it's composure and football IQ from the back line.
Here's a look at that goalkeeping performance again. Yeah, just knew where the ball was the whole time.
But so of course, who's there?
Yep, Barganski, she's there again. Yeah. Barganski ready to clean up the scraps.
Again there, Cesar given way too much space to turn.
Yeah, there's sort of a big space in this midfield that PLU just aren't covering. They're getting ready to make some changes, and so maybe those changes will change that. Oh! Again, just so close from the Tigers.
It's Dorn again doing really well to take it wide and then just cut inside and take that shot early.
We'll get another look at this one. Has the go. Keeper's scrambling, but again, down off the bar.
Just almost lifts it. It's, again, one of those situations. It's not even curling it. It's just trying to lift it up and over to that back post. If keeper's drifting near, you can sometimes get that loft over to almost like a chip to the back post.
Oh, I think a bit of a mistake there from PLU to keep it in. But the cross is going to go out for a Trinity throw. Took a deflection. Got some players ready to come in. Nahe Bukowski senior defender from Koloa, Hawaii. It did go out, so it is going to be a throw. So we may see those changes now, perhaps. Yes. So yeah, Nahe Bukowski coming on, and Tia Schwetz, sophomore forward,
In for Duluth, number 3,
comes
Bukowski,
in.
and number
She's
34,
coming in
Tia Schwetz.
for Zoe Marcourt. I thought it was another one that had a good game on Friday. Was pretty active. She had the assist on the goal on Friday, did Marcourt.
Oh, well done by the PLU defense there, just to get a double team on Barganski.
Headed forward by the Tigers. Just a little passage here where both sides not really getting much sustained possession and working things forward.
I think it would serve PLU right now to just be a little patient.
And right as you say that, they hoof the ball forward longer than they needed to. Other player that came off was Paige Alamanza for PLU. So getting ready for a line change here for Lutz. They got 4 players getting ready to come on. If they can produce something here, though, that could change. Although I doubt it. 1-1. You'd probably keep the change going. Oh, the pass just a little short. Allows Hannah Khan to pick it off. But Khan's pass a little astray. Beautiful turn there from Jocelyn Cruz. Goes to Keelan Betts. It goes out for a throw. So a lot of subs coming in. We'll try and catch them.
I think it's 4 for both teams.
Yeah, 4 for both. So we've got 8 players running around. I'll get him in a second. I'll wait for the notes to update on the. I'll wait for the stats to update. That'll tell me who all the subs are, and we'll run through them. Fully solid shifts for all 8 players coming off.
It's it's not as hot as it was on Friday, but still need to get out and get your fluids. It's humid.
Yeah, look,
You're
it's
gonna sweat.
It's not as hot, but it's not exactly cold. And it looks like we're having the drinks break with this humidity.
And I mean, if you take a look at the stands next time they show them, I mean,
everybody's in the shade.
Everybody's in the shade.
Everybody's in the shade. I mean, I've gotten burned. I don't know about you, but I've gotten burned over here during day games, and we are in the shade. So
I don't really burn, but
I go bright red. My wife said to me after the game, she said, "Did you get burnt?" Well, I don't think so. I was in the shade, but I don't know. So this gives me a chance to run through those subs, though.
There you go.
So the players that came in for PLU was Jaden Sosalo, Peyton Martinson, Carmen Keyword, Ali Tatar. For Trinity, Emily Camp, Finley Hoover, Clara Richards, and Anna Newland.
Newland sisters on the field together.
Maybe.
Okay.
I can't tell who went off.
I think Ilsa's
think
still
Ilsa's still on. I
Just
would
based on who
suspect
came
she'd
in,
still be on. But Emily Camp, I thought, had a really good shift on Friday. Played really well. Of course, Clara Richards scored. So a few players there that had an impact on Friday for the Tigers. It's going to be a lot of players that had an impact. 6-0. You got 6 goal scorers for starters.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think the best teams. I think this is becoming more and more a factor at the highest level of the game as well. But across the board, the best teams are the teams that have great depth. When you can play by committee, you don't have any one player that's like, we need you to play the entire game in this situation and hold it down the whole time. When you can rotate players in and not drop the level or the expectation, it's really important.
Yeah, it's often the difference you think of the Premier League. It's the depth that gets teams through. It's why the teams that come up are always the favourites to go back down.
Yeah.
Which might not be the case this season. If you look at West Ham and Manchester United.
I think Wolves are also up for a shout as well.
Wolves could go down. So, you know, it could be interesting. Everton, after years of somehow
surviving, a little
not getting
better now.
relegated this year, who knows? Although they got a new stadium, very nice stadium.
They look all right so far this season. Jack
Lost.
Grealish is
Lost to Leeds,
in well.
though. They lost to Leeds, who have scored how many goals this season? 1. But it was against Everton. So, and it was a penalty. So, don't think we should count Leeds out of the relegation race, is what I'm saying. Goes out for a throw for PLU as we get restarted.
only took 2 weeks this year, though, for every Premier League.
Every promoted
newly
team got their first win
newly
of the season in 2 weeks, which hasn't happened in a very long time.
No.
I think last year it took 12 weeks. So cleared away. Trinity, I think, needed to clear that away. It was just getting to be a tense time. PLU had a lot of possession up there. You don't want to give them the chances because they will take them. You know, they didn't have a ton of like clear chances on Friday.
Yep.
The most quick-cut chance they took.
Newland sisters are still on the field
They
together.
are on the field together. Didn't see as much as that last year as we thought we would. And this is the last time it can happen. Last year it can happen. Good run here from Carmen Kiwa. Good work defensively from the Tigers.
Loose clearance there.
Yeah, Jaden Soselo trying to gather it in. This time controlled by Mertz.
PLU having a bit of a Trinity moment, picking up every loose clearance.
Soselo for Keywords. Cleared again, but only as far as Soselo. Puts a body on the line to get there. Just can't keep possession though. That's a little bit of the difference so
Need
far
to hold
today.
this here. That right there is a really important moment in the game. I know it seems like a small moment, but just the fact that the Tigers, pick up the ball for a second there. Bree Werner looks forward and it just can't be held under control. Emily Camp doesn't get to it first, beaten to it by a PLU player. Trinity have the possession back now, but in moments like that, if PLU can then sustain some possession again, it becomes difficult for Trinity. They have to defend, and that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, PLU, since the changes, seem to be the stronger side.
Yeah, they found their foothold.
This is a good passage from PLU. You feel like probably have to get a goal in it.
Yeah.
Because you don't get many opportunities against Trinity, especially in San Antonio, here at the Pole. So you've got to really take advantage when you get your chances. We talked about it. Trinity have, in recent years, been a slow starting team. But this year...
Not this year.
This year they scored... Only took them half an hour to find their first goal of the season. Only took them, 3 minutes to find the opener today? So
Might have to give credit to some people in Argentina for that one. You never know.
Definitely. And time away helps. And then, you've got players have had... not match fitness, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you've played some time. Although Malia Cesar did play 3 international games in the off season at the ASEAN Women's Tournament. Did get a bit of a rough draw, having to play Australia. This ball goes down. It has gone out for a goal kick. Yeah, she had to play Australia, which is their under-23 side, but it's still Australia. They're all full-time professionals still. And then the surprise package at the tournament, Myanmar. So she had a difficult tournament.
I think they got one big win, though, while she was
They
there.
got I think it was like 7-0 in that tournament. So it wasn't all impossible. Can't remember who that was. Chinese Taipei? I think it might have been. He says as if he can't look it up.
Oh, space for Cesar. Good find.
Oh. Timor-Leste. East Timor. Yeah, it's just kind of bodied it to the ground there.
Yeah.
So good free kick opportunity here.
Got beat, got megged on the ball there. Just took the player down anyway. It's the right call from the referee.
The tournament wasn't that bad for the Philippines. It was a win, a draw, and a loss. So
4 points.
4 points. They had a positive 6 goal difference. So they were only really a goal away from advancing because they only lost to Australia by 1. Future of women's football is really bright in the Philippines. Qualified for their first World Cup in 2023 that Cesar was part of. As this ball comes in from PLU. Not a badly positioned ball, just Trinity read it really well. And now maybe a chance on the counter. They've got runners forward here to the Tigers. Emily Camps up there. She gets the ball. She is going to need support, but that run is coming. Anna Newland getting forward. She's going to keep possession. She lays it back off for Werner.
Oh.
Offside though. Oh, and she could look up the line too.
Yeah, it was really good work from Camp there as she was making the run forward. She was being marked by 2 players, found the space. Good from her to get open, but I think it was asking a lot of her there. Kind of out on an island.
Yeah, Anna Newland did make a good run, but the defense had kind of pushed her in a way where it was going to be hard to make that pass. So.
It's interesting. I think Camp did really well on Friday at that wing position, playing her at the number 9 so far today. I think, from what I've seen so far, I think her best position is probably in that wing role, just where she can get the ball to feed a lot more and take on players. You don't get the ball as much as a number 9.
Common keyword again there on the right. It was just kind of left to run. In the end, Ilse Newland comes and cleans up. It's going to be a corner or a throw, actually. I think it's a corner for PLU.
Number 22, Ava DeGran. Number 30, Haley Schlosser. For Pacific Lutheran, number 42, Marie Piho.
Whole of the Trinity midfield now has been subbed out, so you got a whole new trio in there. Creek came out earlier, and that was Werner and Cesar just there.
And it was a throw. Trinity wanted a handball there. I don't think that's going to happen, but they managed to work well as a trio to get that ball clear. It's a throw in for PLU, but pushes them back a bit.
I think a good decision there from Kylie Harris as well, not to clear it up the field, where PLU could have kept possession and kept the pressure on. Just that split second for the throw-in allows Trinity just to step up a little bit and push PLU just a little further back.
And a few changes here. Marie Piho coming on for Pacific Lutheran. Leah Bonnet, Ava DeGrand, and Haley Schlosser for Trinity. Slightly off a shin on that clearance. Got an unfavorable bounce.
Yeah, asking a lot of the goalkeeper there. A pass back under a lot of pressure. Bouncing ball with a bit of pace on it for a first-year keeper who hasn't really had to be involved too much. I think, honestly, give full credit there just for holding her nerve in the way that she did. That was a tough moment.
Yeah, Colette Whitsett, her collegiate debut today. We'll see if she plays the second half. Trinity did sub the keepers in the first for their other first-year goalkeeper.
Yeah, we'll see. They have 4 goalkeepers on the roster.
They do have 4 goalkeepers in the roster. Trinity Jefferson was the one that came in for the second half yesterday. The only goalkeeper we haven't seen this weekend so far is Claire Benz.
Loose pass there.
Little telegraphed allowed Trinity to cut that one out through Kylie Harris.
I think too, PLU maybe again a moment where patience would have helped out quite a bit. There's 3 against 5 there as they went forward. That's one of those you got to take a look up and realize that the numbers are just not in your favor and slow it down. Well,
with Kiewitz played forward again. looking for Ali Tatar. She was offside, so they're going to play the offside because she influenced play. Trinity got it clear, but because of the influence on play, it wasn't favourable. We go back for the offside. 9 shots to 1 is your stat right now.
Harrison Newland breathing hard right now, though. It's not something you see much from this.
Yeah, they've been
Trinity
made to
center back
work
duo,
in that
yeah.
little set. Ball sent long.
Yeah, I often think
Goal kick.
they kind of have a role similar to a goalkeeper in a lot of ways. They get to sit back and play sweeper keeper. For anybody who's a football fan, I would call them the free safeties. They just sit back there and, take out anything over the top. Not so much right now, though. PLU finding a foothold.
Yeah, PLU really come into this game.
Yeah, since the water break.
Yeah, the water break, and they did those subs like right before
Yeah.
the water break. That's kind of been PLU. It's been pretty much all PLU since that little break. But you just feel like they've got to make it count.
Yeah, they have to.
You're 1-0 down. Trinity throw took a touch.
I think it's another thing that comes down to like the NCAA sub rules. You can't get subbed back in. So both teams are with their depth right now. And the depth for PLU is winning that battle. And, if you're PLU, you know that the likes of Mia Cesar and Bree Werner and Ellie Creek and Hannah Kahn and Alex Doran and Madison Bark, they're all going to come back in the second half. Can you capitalize now while you have an advantage instead of having to find something in a space of play where you were struggling in the first 20 minutes of the game?
Yeah, sure. This could be one of the best opportunities they'll have all game because the starters are off and can't come back on for at least 8 more minutes of gameplay.
They're winning the depth game. They have to score from it.
I think if you're Trinity, you'll take it. They've had all this possession, but still 0 in that save column for Colette Whitsett. She has had to work. She has had some work to do.
Yep.
But no saves yet. Decent challenge that.
I think if you're the Tigers right now, it becomes a defensive battle for 7 minutes here. Let's just make sure we don't let one in.
There's that risk you were talking about, switch in the air, although there was Ali Tatar forward, so you couldn't necessarily play that one on the deck.
But it's an especially risky one there. I mean, it's risky alone when nobody's forward because those balls in the air take longer than playing on the ground. It can loft up in the air. It takes a while for it to fall, so players can only step forward. But in that situation where they're already forward, it's extremely dangerous.
You got players coming on there. Abby Manolovitz coming on and Kylie Archer comes in. Kylie Archer played basketball and track and field in high school. She also competes track and field for the Lutes, so expect her to do a lot of running. Push in the back, free kick. Good opportunity here for the Lutes to produce something. Yeah, I don't know if they needed to play that quickly. Just let everybody set up. I guess they're trying to catch Trinity out, but Trinity were already pretty far back there. Free kick. Sorry, no, it is a throw-in. He's just signaling, making sure everybody knew which way it was going. Been really impressed with Jaden Salcelo's throws. She gets a lot of distance on him. Gets him over that first defender, which is important. Trinity throw now, though.
I think all the players on the pitch right now look like they're struggling. And
Yeah, they look like they're ready.
It is. It's not as hot, but the humidity can be just as bad, especially when you're running around, you're sweating. I think.
Yeah, just lots of sweat.
Yeah,
just
you
everybody's
need to
face.
recycle your fluids.
Covered
Everybody's
in
face
sweat.
is covered in sweat. They're very red faces.
And I mean, honestly, it's just so humid that just sitting here,
Yeah.
sweating. So I don't know how the players are running around are handling it. Yeah, just everybody's looking a bit shiny.
PLU got to push through this, though.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is a golden chance for them to get something from this. So they go into halftime at 1-1 instead of 1-0.
I mean, this is the moments that you train for in preseason, when you put in that extra sprint, when you do that extra mile or whatever it is for them. it's an opportunity like this where you're tired, but you need to score here.
Beautiful footwork there from Marie Piho. Good double team there from the Tigers. Now maybe a chance to come away with it. Good turn there from Emily Camp.
Ooh.
Camp, she's
Oh, no.
copped something there. Her leg's gone. Referee's going to call it.
And that's never a good
She
sign.
reaches back for her hamstring. Yeah, non-contact, just pulled up in the run. You can see it almost immediately to...
No, and she was the player when I said face red, covered in sweat. That's the first player who I saw who seemed to be feeling the heat. And I think a cramp, dehydration can always be effective on a muscle injury like that. So you don't want to see a player pull up. Hopefully she's okay. We'll see if we see her later in the game.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a cramp. You never want to see anybody go down non-contact. So it'll be Noelia Berbers coming on to replace her for these final 5-ish minutes. So 5 minutes to play in the first half. Trinity 1, PLU 0. Early goal in this one. Is holding up so far. Berbers can also play as a number 10.
Good
yeah,
touch.
PLU kicked the ball back.
I don't think you're required to do that
Coaching
anymore.
staff was saying, don't kick it back. I get it, because Trinity had possession. I understand the wanting to kick it back, but also, look, if she didn't pull up, PLU were probably going to win that possession anyway.
I don't. Hasn't the rule changed with those that the team in possession should get an uncontested?
Uncontested drop ball. I know that's the case for if it hits the referee.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the case when you call her off for an injury.
I see.
I was slightly surprised. Oh, corner comes in.
Both center backs were
Ilse
there.
Newlands, she got one goal. She's hungry now. She wants more.
I think Kylie Harris rose for it above of her and maybe just got in the
way.
line of vision a
Yeah,
little bit.
couldn't quite see it. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame the coaching staff for not wanting them to kick it back. But yeah, I know when it comes off the referee, it's an uncontested drop ball to the team that was in possession. Often, though, referees will just say, "Oh, we'll give an uncontested drop ball to the defensive team."
Yeah.
So, free kick here for PLU. I think the worst situation as a referee is when a team insists on contesting a drop ball when it's in the box. That's when you just invent something that they did that makes it a foul. Oh, you kicked it before it hit the ground. It's a foul. It's the other way.
That was really composed. Again, a small moment there, but Anna Newland doing well. Hold it up, but this is a moment for PLU now.
Kiewit's been really big part of this sort of passage of PLU's sort of sustained success in this little period. She's been key to everything. She's been passing the ball. She's been making the runs. She's probably going to get on the end of this throw or be that second ball. Yeah, throwing for Trinity there. It came off about 5 legs, though. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. That 1-0 lead from 3 minutes in, still holding up. And look, it's a composed performance here from Trinity in a way that the A&M game didn't require. As the Tigers just work it forward.
Newland to Newland there.
Yeah, it was the Newland combo. They've been doing that in the backyard for years and years and years.
Yeah, it was very composed from both of them as well. Just in a moment of pressure, Ilse Newland picks up the ball, defender on her back, gets it out, finds her sister. Her sister very calm on the ball as well, takes her touch backward, keeps Trinity in possession, and gets them out of the half.
So a throw for PLU, well shepherded out. Thrown down the line. Nudged off the ball. There's Kiewit again. That ball's just going to beat her. He's going to give it a throw to Trinity. As we hit the final minute of the half, Leah Bonnet throws it in. comes off again. It's Kiewit, but it's going to go out for a throw. A little over 30 seconds, maybe enough time for Trinity to do something. Probably not enough time for PLU now to get possession back. As they move quickly with it.
Ooh.
As the ball just bounces off the awning like a...
Tell you what, that awning might have saved our monitor.
Yeah, saved to the equipment, that's for sure. So unfortunately for the crowd, they've got to keep listening to us for 10 more seconds at least.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's it. So that's half time. As a reminder, it's hockey rules, not basketball rules. Ball has to cross the line before half-time. So half-time here at Paul McGinley Field. Early goal, 3rd minute, still holding up. It's Trinity 1, PLU 0. There's your half-time stats. Fairly even game, but Trinity certainly in charge. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes to bring you the second half.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
back. Second half here. Trinity 1, PLU 0. As expected, Claire Binns goes into goal. For the Tigers, which means in the first 2 games of the season they've used all 4 goalkeepers. Everybody getting a half. As players get ready for the second half, so it's going to be Trinity in the maroon going from left to right on your screen. PLU in the white going from right to left on your screen. And some changes were made by PLU as well coming into this second half. We'll try and get you the starters when I get a chance. Good change for the second half.
Second half of play. Pacific Lutheran Lutz, Trinity Tigers, NCAA soccer. Here we go.
So it will be PLU with the kickoff. Look like they're going to play a quick ball down the left. Yeah. Although the player take the kickoff has faced the other way, so not going to be direct from the kickoff for that, at least. But we are back underway. Here comes the ball down the left. It's just going to hold up in the air, but quick to contest it up here.
Yeah. Well done by Cesar there under a decent amount of pressure from that long ball.
All right, so I'll run you through the starters for the second half for PLU. It's Winkler, McCourt, Olsen, Hannah, Gutierrez, Martinson, McDougall, Cruz, Mertz, Boehm, Bukowski. For Trinity, it's Binns, Cesar, Doran, Khan, Werner, Harris, Williard, Ilse Newland, Bargansky, Bovin, and Creek. Your starters. So Trinity basically the same, change to the goalkeeper. PLU with quite a few changes from their first half lineup. So throw in for PLU. But thanks for joining us here on Tiger Network. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lieber. Don't forget, we've got the men's game, 6 o'clock tonight. We're hoping the Storms come in the middle. It's looking like they're not going to be during this game. So,
I'd be shocked
unless
if they
something
were.
real crazy happens. That might mean they're coming later than we expected. So, like San Antonio's had a weird week with weather, where all the rain just kind of went around San Antonio.
Yeah, thunderstorms often at night. You know, I was seeing lightning and hearing thunder, but never any rain.
Yeah, this week we had a storm. There was a shower system. We'll come back to weather chat. Goes out for a throw. Players down for PLU. We'll see if that
2 players
leads
down.
to a stoppage. Yeah, they're going to stop for a second while we deal with that. But yeah, we had like a storm pattern this week that just literally split San Antonio. And there was rain on either side of San Antonio, but nothing in San Antonio.
Both players seem to be okay.
Yeah, seem to be okay. One grabbing the shoulder, I think, just fell awkwardly. Crossed in, straight to the keeper. So good early claim for Winkler. PLU again. Oh, I was just about to say, they're, being patient in the build-up, passing it around, but just a loose pass. And the Tigers back in possession. Doran swinging it into the box. I think wise move from the Tigers players to not go for it. Cesar cleared away by Martinson, but not far enough. Back with Werner. Played through. Finds Bargansky. Has a go over the bar.
Everyone knew what she wanted to do there.
Yeah, they were trying to cut her off. Gave her just enough space to get the shot away. keeps it 1-0 here. Goal in the 3rd minute from Bree Werner, holding up. Just can't control it. PLU a chance again for Barganski, but it's cleared away now by PLU. Can they get some sustained possession?
This is what we were talking about, though, at the end of that first half, that it was really important for PLU to take advantage of the opportunities they had then, because so far to start this second half, Trinity have really bossed possession and made it hard for PLU to play.
Maybe now a little bit of a sustained passage here for PLU. It's what they need, but they're going to go long again. Didn't win the header, but it's going to be a throw. So a territorial gain at the very least for Pacific Lutheran. Throw in.
Wow.
Oh, good opportunity, good pass. Shot comes into the back of the net.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful bit of passing. The goal is scored.
That is unbelievable combination play. Great understanding of each other. Just holds it up here.
Beautiful little back heel from Kiana Gutierrez. Just beautiful passing all around. It was a great little back heel to set it up.
Yeah.
And then she gets the ball back in the space. Trinity are just completely chasing the ball there.
Yeah, it's great from Gutierrez to make the pass and then make the run immediately. Gets it back. It's a great pass. I think it was from Abby Manlevitz. And PLU become the first team to score on the Trinity women at Paul McGinley Field in over a year.
Over a year. Yeah, 1-1. That's the exact start they would have wanted, and again, it's in the first 5 minutes of the half. We saw the Trinity women score in 3 minutes, and then this comes 5 minutes into the second half.
That is unbelievable understanding between the two players there. Great chemistry, great combination. I mean, it's a good finish in the end, but that goal is truly made by just really great interplay between two players.
Now the Tigers stepping up, pushing to get that goal back quickly. The last goal the Tigers conceded at home was a goal against Mary Harden Baylor on the 25th of September 2023. It was scored by Ashley Venzel. If I remember, it was a pretty good solo strike, if I'm remembering the game right. But that was a year where they got off to a really slow start at home. Another chance for the Tigers. Keeper spilled it. Can Trinity react first? They do. Ball played back, but only to the PLU defense who get it clear. That's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to clear it.
Trinity want to get it back in the mix there as quick as possible. Keep PLU under pressure. But they don't want to rush things either.
So a corner here for Trinity. I think it could be easy after you concede to rush things, right? So Trinity just gonna look at the clock. You got 38 minutes still. But it'd be a nice turnaround for PLU to get a draw after the shock draw to St. Thomas is what one of the early predictions was, a 1-1 draw for this one. So far Massey on track. Corner coming. It's played fairly flat. Found the player. Was that Ilsa Newland? No.
I'm not sure.
I need players to turn around. I think it was Ilsa Newland. No, it definitely wasn't. It was Kylie Harris. Because I looked up and I saw Ilsa Newland right in front of me, so she can't have been up front. It was Kylie Harris that the corner found. So now Trinity back to controlling things after conceding, but they got to get a goal back here.
That's great from Doran.
Keeper comes and gets there. Really good goalkeeper and gets a body in the way.
Yeah, just one touch too many from Doran.
Yeah, probably could have cut it back. We'll get another look here.
It's good marking from PLU.
Yeah, there just wasn't really an option. The only player that's there that you could cut it to is Bree Warner, but she's got 3 players around her. It's really difficult for her to get the pass away, Doran. Goes ground. Trinity want a foul for that.
I think that was a pretty blatant 2-hand extension.
Goes out for a goal kick, says the official. It's the only opinion that matters. So goal kick for the Lutes. Now back in this 1-1. Look, you got to make your chances count against Trinity. And that was their 1 shot on goal, and it's in the back of the net. Which means Trinity actually haven't made a save all season. Throw in for the Tigers.
The Tigers just got to keep their head a little bit here. I think this is a moment where frustration can rise. They got to rely on each other, rely on that strong team culture, play as a team, work together. Keep your heads.
Good run here.
This is where you want Khan.
She looked up. She has a go. But always rising. Just got a little too under it. But you could see her look up.
Yep.
And you knew that's what was going to happen. Oh, it was a yellow card. Is that for Cezanne?
I think so.
Must have said something. So Malia Cesar there getting a yellow card for dissent, presumably.
That's frustration right there.
Well, she's got to carry that now for 35 minutes. And she does have some defensive duties, so have to be mindful. It's going to go out for a throw for the Tigers. Yeah, an interesting one there. Ball played back. And now the Tigers back on the ball. I think it is going to beat it to the sideline. It does. Decent effort there from Williott. Let's try and get there.
I think Doran could have gotten to that and laid it off to Williard.
There's 5 players around that ball. It was well taken by Peyton Martinson. Going down the line, was looking for Zoe McCourt, but just can't find it. Beaten to the sideline.
I think Trinity are rushing a little bit too much right now.
Yeah, which is something we said about PLU in the first half, right?
Yeah.
They just didn't have that patience on the ball. Maybe it's something about running to that goal. Well, this is typically what Trinity like to do. They like to run to that goal in the second half. But I think they lost the toss.
She might have a hit here.
She has a go. Closer, but made the keeper think about it.
Another player, if you're the Tigers, that you want that space to fall to.
Yeah, Brewana. It's her 4th shot of the day. So her and Hannah Khan are level with 4 shots apiece. Both have 1 of them on target. Tigers 15 shots, 5 of them have been on target. It's not a horrendous return. A Pacific Lutheran 2 shots, 1 on, 1 goal.
Oh.
She slipped there. Ball's
Good
cut
decision.
back. Opportunity. Defender was there to deal with it. Anyway, but needed to get a lot more power on that shot. Did Bree Werner for that to really have a chance.
It's really well done by Barganski. Again, playing that role, picking up the scraps. Defense makes a mistake. She's the first to react. Great pass from her as well to find her teammate. Similar to the first one in a way, I think Werner trying to shoot behind her. Didn't come off that time.
Through ball, but it's well read by by Harris.
Good clearance.
PLU will play it forward. Trinity have numbers back, though. Good patient work there from Layla Mert.
Good strength.
Doran making the run now. Could have had a go. The keeper was off the line. Now has a go. Tinker took a deflection. It just took a bit of the sting out of that shot. Saved by the keeper. Good work defensively.
I think both teams just probably want to settle down a little bit right now. It's become a little bit of a pinball game, back and forth, neither team holding possession. I think the first team that can really maintain it and slow it down, make the other team work, is going to be the team that can find that next goal.
Yeah, it has been real end-to-end stuff here. But
It's
not
great
in a
for
way
us,
that I
not
think...
great for them in the heat.
Yeah, not in a way I think the coaches would like either. Throw in here for the Tigers.
Doran doing well on the ball again.
Woolyard taking the throw here for the Tigers. PLU getting some subs ready. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a line change here.
That's brilliant from Bree Werner.
Yeah, good boy. That's fine, Woolyard. Cross comes in. Oh, it was a good cross. Barganski there doing that work like you talk about, where she just cleans things up. Ends
That's
up
not
falling
pretty,
into
but
the arms of the keeper.
she doesn't care if it goes in the back of the net.
Goal's a goal. They all count for one. No style points. We saw almost in the men's game on Friday a goal that was a bit scrappy. It was disallowed because it was a foul. He absolutely went through him to get it. But look, they all count. You get them over the line. They all count the same. I think Trinity had more time there than... Didn't need to clear it like that, but in the end they stay with possession. Ball's played forward.
You got Abby, play early, Abby early.
McDougall plays it back to the keeper. Over to Hannah.
Wow.
And for Liv Olsen, but just falls now favourably for the Tigers. Opportunity for the Tigers moving forward. It's Hannah Khan. Everybody putting their body on the line there. Khan plays it back for Barganski, who I think has a shot. I think she was maybe trying to play somebody through, but nobody read the run. But maybe it was a shot. See what they count it statistically. The ball sent long by Winkler.
Line change here.
Now here come 5 changes. Ali Tata, Marie Piho, Kellen Betts, and Carmen Kiewert coming back on. Kiewert was a big part of that passage that they had in the end. Piho was also on for the last 12 minutes of the half, so they were big roles there. Kellen Betts played the full first half, so she's got a bit of an extended half-time break. She's got a half-hour break, and now she's back. Maybe for the last half hour, maybe not.
Goal scorer Gutierrez coming off as well.
Yeah, foul there. I'm not really clear to me what it was for. Maybe someone's arm got astray or something. Not clear to me on that one, but free kick nonetheless.
One thing to note that could become a factor down the line here, though, in this heat, in this weather, it's pointed out to us at halftime, PLU doesn't have a single player on their roster from east of Idaho. They're all, from the Pacific, but this Texas heat is not easy, and they practiced here around noon on Thursday, had the game on Friday, practiced again yesterday after the disappointing draw.
Oh, that's a good effort.
Werner.
Well worked from the keeper. Good save, Abby Winkler. Watched it all the way. Yeah, I mean, they do have a few Hawaiians, though.
Yeah.
It does get hot and humid in Hawaii. Not this hot. Not this humid.
No, different type of heat. Absorbing a lot of heat right now. It could become a factor down the stretch.
Well, still early in the season, so even Trinity haven't done a ton of training in the heat. But they do live here, so they're more used to it. They at least live here most of the year. So throw in here for PLU. Tia Schwetz to take it. Well read by Cesar. She's got some space. She could run into it. Plays it for Boganski. Ball back for Werner. It's going to be Khan. Beaten to the ball though. Good work there from Jocelyn Cruz. Substitution. It is going to be Anna Newland coming on. She's going to replace Alex Dorans. Put in a shift. She has the assist on the opener.
Newland was really good in the first half when she came on. I think be looking for more of the same from her. Just good hold-up play. Really intelligent play as well, knowing when to slow the play down and be patient.
Hannah Khan just gives away a free kick there. Goes to grounds. Probably didn't need to. So free kick for PLU. Yeah, it will be interesting, you know, in this heat. Again, not as hot as it was Friday for either team. But you still got to manage your squad. So it'll be interesting to see the squad management now for the remaining 26-ish minutes. Trinity 1, PLU 1. That one just gets away from Anna Newland. Substitution. Again for PLU. Going to be Paige Alamanza comes on. She started the match, played 24 minutes. She didn't do that little quirk I talked about. She did step on the field, so she is a valid player. Saw a little quirk in the men's game where the substitute didn't step on the field, so it technically wasn't a valid throw, but it's a dumb rule and the referee didn't call it. Chance here, big chance here for PLU. Got to keep it in. Cross comes. Binns is scrambling. Oh, it's offside though. Flag's been up. I think it was that second pass where she stayed forward.
Oh, foul before.
So the call's going back for a free kick.
It's hard to know.
So there's a
I don't
free
know when the offsides
kick.
was, so.
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was flagging for a foul. But he wasn't. Yeah. So the argument from Harrison and the Trinity bench is, well, if she was offside, if she was fouled, she wouldn't have to have been fouled if she wasn't offside.
Yeah.
The question is when was the offside
yeah.
flag? We didn't see the offside flag when it went up. But they do have a refcom system, so they are talking to each other. So I'm going to be inclined to. He obviously checked it.
This is a dangerous spot, though.
Yeah, big opportunity here.
Probably just
Marie Piho standing
to whip
over
it
it.
back to the left.
Has a go straight at Binns, who spills it, but no harm done. And Marie Piho, she is good at set pieces. She came third in Hawaii in her high school season. They won the Oahu Championship, which is a tough one because that's the island Honolulu's on, so it's a competitive island. A lot of space here for Trinity to run into.
Yeah, they've retreated well. PLU made it difficult for Barganski. She didn't really have an option or a shot, but at the same time, you don't want to give her too much space.
Sent forward. She's not really going to find anyone. I hate getting the ball in, though.
No,
You
I
never know.
don't mind that. You never know. Create some chaos.
Cesar goes up the wing, but to no one in particular.
I think she was looking for Hannah Khan, but
Looking for Khan to make a run. Oh, he's changed it. It's a corner.
it was that.
Yeah,
I think it
it's
was.
come off. He's gone on he went on his initial decision, then he looked at his assistant who signaled the corner.
Yeah.
So, corner is the decision. Yeah, you got to go with your assistant on that one. He's got the view right up the line. I think last touch, she's got a leg in and she's touched it. So, corner kick for the Tigers. Big opportunity. This is probably the clearest opportunity of the half. They haven't had many. So a chance here for the Tigers. Plays it short. Khan has a go! Just across the face. Ilsa Newland was there too to tap it in if it fell favourably to her. I tell you, she's got one. It is the 50th anniversary of a certain shark-based movie right now. It's back out in the theatres, so she's got a taste of blood like a shark. Gets one goal, wants another. So Barganski's going to be out. Hannah Khan, that was her last touch. Imagine if that goes in. Last touch before being sub. Still 22 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them back in. We're about halfway through the half. Either we're not having a drinks break this half or we're just going to have it in a little bit. Ball goes long. That might have been a good chance to do the drinks break if you were going to do one, though. Claire Binns claims it.
Dude, I don't know how often it happens where you do a drinks break in one half, though, and not in the other, but
it does happen.
It could happen.
I would argue that it's a bit odd when the game's at 11:30 in the morning for it to be in the first half and not the second.
Right, but
because it ain't getting any colder in this half. Ball flicked over the top. There's a chance to run, but it's just gone straight to the keeper. Webbins did play 8 games last year. Sorry, played 4 games last year, 8 games in her career.
it's a little sloppy from Trinity right now. Don't really look themselves at the moment.
Yeah, they're just struggling to really keep a hold of the ball and get some fluid passages of play.
I think frustration is becoming a factor as well. The longer it goes with Trinity in this draw and being frustrated and not really having the opportunities they want, the more frustrated they're going to get.
Was passed into a bit of pressure there from Ilse Newland, but in the end it works out for the Tigers. I think you got to be thinking, if you're St. Thomas, you got to draw against PLU, who are now drawing with Trinity.
Yeah.
You got to be feeling real good. Because that was not the case when St. Thomas played Trinity last year. Back when they were in the same conference. Well, if you are a St. Thomas fan, we've got the men's team coming up at 6 o'clock. Bit of a renewal of a rivalry that is not dead, despite the conference switch.
Yeah, one of my favorite rivalries in Division 3.
Been a lot of great battles, a lot of SCAC championship battles between those two schools, including last year. Goes to ground. It will be a free kick for the Tigers. 20 minutes to play. Still 1-1.
Still no water break.
Yeah, so I guess we're not having one in the second half. It doesn't seem any colder to me sitting here. But no, the coach. Often now you'd kind of hear coaches getting up being like, where's the water break? So
Yeah.
maybe it was just communicated they'd only do it in the first half. But and I guess you could argue, well, you know, you have an interchange in the second half, so maybe you don't need it as much in the second half because you can take players in and out, but you've still got to play in this heat. Harris. 4 for Werner. Werner back to Ilse Newland.
I think Trinity just need to keep doing what they're doing right now. Don't force it. Keep moving them around. Keep moving it. Eventually you're going to open something up, but you don't want to force things and give PLU a chance to catch their breath.
Yeah, and so they're doing a lot of recycled here. I mean, all PLU are in their own half. All Trinity is in PLU halves except for Claire Binns. Pressure there. Good strength shown. Cross comes in. Cleared away. Harrison says he'll take a foul. I don't know where he saw a foul, but that's the call from the bench. It's going to run through. Keeper's going to let it go to get the goal kick. Yeah, we are going to take the drinks break now. I just commented that now was about the time that you'd hear coaches ask the referee for a drinks break if they haven't already had it. And that is exactly what just happened. So we're going to take a drinks break. Pretty late for a drinks break. 19 minutes to go. I thought there was a goal kick earlier that was exactly halfway through the half. So drinks break here. So now the teams will have a chance to regroup. I feel like both teams do need this.
Yeah.
They need the chance to come in and have a chat and talk about what's next because both teams, it's just not working right now.
Yeah, I think PLU have been pinned back for a while, defending well, but I think they want to go have an opportunity to win the game. Trinity, on the other hand, had a lot of possession, so that's something to be happy about, but at the same time, not creating any sort of quality chances.
Yeah, we'll run you through some of the stats. Trinity 20 shots to 3, 8 on goal to 2. 6 fouls to 3, an offside apiece, 3 corners all in favour of Trinity. Trinity certainly statistically the dominant team, but 1-1, it's honestly a pretty fair reflection of where this game's gone so far. And so we'll see where things go from here in the last 19 minutes. Rounds about. Kylie Archer has come on for PLU. She replaces Ellie Tatar. And then Nahe Bukowski comes on for Bella Hanna.
In for number 3, Nahe Bukowski. Yes, Bukowski.
So, 19 minutes to go. Still there for both teams to win, but I don't know. It's just been... neither side's really created much since that equaliser to get us started in the half, so... hard to know where things are going to go. I wouldn't count either side out, though.
No, absolutely not.
It's just going to take one chance, and Pacific Lutheran's proof of that. One shot on goal. One goal.
I think for Trinity, it might take something special. PLU just keeping numbers in the box. I'm thinking that it might take an effort from a player from a little bit further out.
Yeah, we've seen there's something. Their best looks this half have been from that little bit further out kind of zone. Played back to Binns, who will clear.
Got Clara Richards on as well, who scored from distance on Friday.
Anna Newland on the ball right now, up the right. Looking for options. But the keeper will claim it. Just didn't get enough on that. Didn't get around it enough either.
Well.
But Anna Newland's been really active since coming on. She's been involved a lot up that right wing.
I think last year she got a decent amount of minutes. Looked solid, but so far this year I think she's looked a much better player. The improvement has been clear, and I think she's going to become a mainstay in this Trinity roster really quickly.
Yeah, she played 333 minutes last year. She played 19 games. So there were only 4 games she didn't play all season.
Oh boy.
Let it bounce in the box. Oh, it's just wide. But that
Nobody
was a big warning for Trinity. That could have gone all the way in. Yeah, I don't think there was a single touch. I think you're right.
Wow.
But can't be letting the ball bounce in the box like that. We'll have another look at it. We'll see if there was a touch. Yeah, I don't think she gets anything on that at all.
Yeah, they both just run into each other. Missed the ball.
Yeah, she hasn't got that ball. She gets that. That's 2-1 for PLU. Just missed that.
Wow.
But that is a big warning sign for Trinity. You cannot let the ball bounce in the box like that.
Yeah, best chance we've had in a while.
Yeah, if she gets anything on that, it's 2-1. Played back. PLU coming out wide, looking for Schwetz. Schwetz goes forward. It's going to take a lot here.
Yep.
Free kick.
Now, I understand the frustration,
out.
but I think pretty clearly just Ilsa Newland getting stepped on from behind a little bit, trips her up, and referee has to call that.
That's what the referee signaled, the tripped her. I think it was asking a lot of Kylie Archer anyway. Yep. So I think this end result is about what it would have been, except now you got to reset your defense. So it might be a net win actually for PLU because it would have avoided a counter potentially. Good work there. That was a really good recovery.
Good spot to cross from.
Cut back. Just can't get there.
It was a good cross as well. I think a lot of times players force crosses to be in the air. She cut it back. It was low. It's a good opportunity for the Tigers there. Probably their best of the half besides any of those long distance shots.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity for sure. A solid run. from Finley Hoover. Now up front. Ball down the line again for Schwetz. Schwetz has been really involved. Ball has gone out though. Just went over the line.
I think, I'm not sure if this is a temporary switch, but it somewhat looks like Ilsa Newland has come outside here to the right back position to let Maggie Hartnett go into center back.
Which would mean that you'd have both Newland sisters playing right, one behind the other.
I'd
But
love
that
to
does
see
look
some
like what
sort
has
of
happened.
overlapping run combination between them.
Yeah,
Although they've switched back
she's gone
again.
back into the centre now, so there's our chance. I'll tell you what, if anyone could play an inverted winger kind of role, Ilsa Newland would be the player that could do it. Cut inside. That's
Well
a beautiful bit of defensive work, heading it back. And I think that's the lesson learned from letting the ball bounce.
Yep.
Binns felt that she didn't come off her line quick enough, and the defense felt like they weren't reacting enough. And there, you see the lesson learned straight away. Ball sent forward from Cesar. It's going to require a big run. Keeper's come, but she's out of the box, so I don't hate putting the pressure on.
I think if I'm Coach Harrison right now, there's a couple of players out there who are really important to how Trinity wants to play, really important to making sure Trinity can go ahead and get the result that they want, that are looking tired and frustrated right now. Maybe pull them for a 5
10
minute,
minutes, yeah.
get them back in for the end, let them get some water, have a chat with them, and get them back in.
Good work there from Abby Winkler. Came off the line quickly. There was a threat there for Trinity had she not have gotten off the line. So I think the defence was a little flat-footed from the ball. So good work from Winkler to come up. Yeah, I think you're right. There's
Look
13
how deep
minutes
they're
to
going
play.
right now, too, the Tigers. It's not normal from them to sit like
Especially at home. Especially here at the Pole.
Number 8 for 40. Oh, shoot.
Well, we know what's happening now before the scorers do. Bella Hanna coming back on. She's played 72 minutes. So she's been a big part of this game for PLU.
Both teams are just doing really well with anticipating passes defensively right now.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball. They've caught him out, but the pass is just a little too long. Just a big opportunity there for PLU. Malia Cesar on the ball for the Tigers.
A lot of good defending right now.
Yeah, some great defending. For all you fans of good defending. Cesar
Cesar's
wants
got
the ball.
space.
She's got it. She's got tons of space. There's a call for the
Good
ball out
decision.
wide left. That's the right pass. Cesar still in space. That touch is a good touch. Good deflection because it forces that mistake.
Yeah, I think Richards could have been able to turn and have a look there too if not for that touch.
I'm going to stop the clock for these subs because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and those are a few of the players coming off now.
Are the players that you thought should
Yeah,
come
specifically,
off, right?
I think Malia Cesar
Cesar.
was maybe the most important. She might be the most important player on that Tigers roster, playing, I think the hardest, most important position on the field, one of the most experienced players on the team. She's looking tired and frustrated and forcing passes that she doesn't normally. I think just giving her a chance to reset real quick before the end of the game is going to be important.
Yeah, she's a junior, but she does have some solid experience. She had a career in Australia in the semi-pro leagues on an amateur contract at Blacktown City.
International appearances as well.
Played
as we've
internationally for the Philippines, the World Cup squad member, so got a lot of experience there. So now you go, junior, she's not that experienced, but she really is. She's played at a high level. NPL New South Wales is a really tough league in Australia, and Blacktown City is a hard team to break into. It's going to be a throw for PLU. Produced a lot of talent for Australia, actually, Blacktown City. A number of Matildas and Socceroos have come through there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a clear budge. That's going to be a yellow card. They're
Yeah.
going to stop the clock. Yeah, that one was a pretty easy decision for the referee.
I think who do you want over this right now? I think there's a number of options. Your top choice isn't there. I think Clara Richards, Bree Werner, Kylie Harris. But it looks like it's going to be Maggie Hartnett.
So Nahe Bukowski picks up the yellow card. It honestly didn't need to do that. There's a player covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to miss that challenge, but there's a player there to cover her when she misses it. She's not even the defender really expected to cover that ball.
Yeah, and the Tigers aren't really going anywhere at that point. Maybe sideways at best, but I feel like it was even a little bit backwards there. Not really building anything.
And now they've got a chance at a free kick. Looks like Maggie Hartnett standing over it.
Looks like she's going to cross.
We'll go direct, but just got too far under it. And it is a goal kick. So sub coming.
The way she
Jocelyn
was
Cruz
lining up
coming
for
in.
that made me think she was going to cross it. I'm not sure if...
Maybe that's what she meant to do. 'Cause
Yeah.
she certainly didn't mean for that to be the result. And so they will sub out Jaden Salcelo. Another good cameo from Salcelo.
Looks like Hannah Khan is getting prepared to come back in. It's another
Yeah.
one of those players you want to finish the game with. And
this is the benefit in college soccer. You can do interchange, so you can rest players for a short period and then bring them back on for short bursts. Feel for a handball. I don't think there's been plenty of shouts for handball. I don't think that was any worse than any other call that hasn't happened. Oh, beautiful challenge. Really great work there from Clara Richards.
I don't know why we're shooting from there.
Yeah, she had space to run. She had space to run and she had support. But she did score from there on Friday, so she had a...
But I think
she
I
knew
think
she
even
could
just
score
one
from
more
there.
touch.
Yeah, I mean, she had the space to run into. There was no need to go for that shot when she went for it. But confidence is up. She scored from a similar position on Friday. So throw in here for PLU. 10.5 minutes to go, still 1-1. Either side could pinch a winner here in these final 10 minutes. Great ball down the line. This is a big run, but Doran's got it. Needs some support. A little bit of a heavy touch has kind of sold her out there.
I know what she wants to do there. You want to be able to cut across the front of the defender and make sure that they're behind you, force them to foul, but I think she just needs a little bit more depth on it.
Yeah, I think her first touch kind of forced that a little bit. Really good ball, well defended there by Kylie Harris for the Tigers. Throw in for PLU under the tree. You can see it's late in the game. Players taking a little more time to get to the throw. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody's going to appreciate the breather. Even the referees.
Don't think the coaching staffs will, though. They want to push their teams to go win it.
Yeah. Oh, and now PLU with some numbers here.
That's great defending from Kylie Harris.
Cleared away and went to the side enough, and really good run there from Alex Doran to win possession. Plays it off for Hartnett. Hartnett under pressure. Good pressure here from Zoe Marcourt. Goes flatter than I think Claire Benz would have liked. Marcourt blocked appeal for a handball, but hands are right in at the chest. You're not going to see those called in 2025.
This is where you need composure.
Unless maybe you're Everton. She's offside, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Pacific Lutheran aren't happy with it. They had a better angle than I did, but the AR had a better angle than all of us. So looked to me like she was off. The defense had come up at the right time.
The call from on the field was deflection, but that doesn't matter. Has to be an intentional play.
Yeah, it
from,
has to be intentionally played. Squared. Yeah, I think she's shaping for a shot there, which isn't necessarily the right option. Another shot from distance again. It's just not there.
Save minutes left. You don't need to force it. You haven't had much in the attacking third.
Then the challenge is...
Slow it down.
The challenge is just no numbers.
Yeah.
There was no one forward, so I guess that was the only choice. So Anna Newland off, Hannah Khan comes on. That's someone who can score from distance. But yeah, I just think too often Trinity going to the shot rather than going to a pass. It's not like they're trying to pass it into the back of the net or anything when they go for the shot. They're just forcing the shot about 3 passes into a play. So 8 minutes, like you said, 1-1. I would say either team could win it, but I'm starting to think neither team can win it because they just don't seem very interested. Goes out wide here for Hannah Khan. She has a look to see where her teammates are. Has a go herself, but squared. Doran's going to get there.
Again, though, no numbers in the box. It's a good cross.
Good header there from PLU. You could hear that from here. We're a long way away from where that was. Throw in for the Tigers.
I think Khan is one of the most important players down the stretch here. We've talked a lot about, not wanting to rush things, but she's a player I think you're okay with rushing it and taking a shot.
Doran's shot comes off the back of a teammate, Madison Bargansky, which again just highlights the selection, It's not bad, it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Like there's other options out there. Good turn. Goes on a run all ball, says the referee, and PLU will come away with it. It's going to require a run from Ilsa Newland. She'll play it back to Binns, presumably. No. Makes the turn. Plays it down the wing. Stayed in, but it goes out in the end anyway for a PLU throw. So Nahi Bukowski coming over to take the throw.
Trinity prepping to bring in another starter back into the game. Ellie Creek.
PLU are saying it never went in. Assistant referee says, nope, it did, and it turned around. It's an odd one, though. Those ones are the worst as an assistant when you have to decide if the ball went all the way in. So throw in here for the Tigers. From our angle, we're too far back from the line, so I'm not going to be able to tell.
Been able to tell from there.
We're flat, and then an appeal for a foul throw, which in 2025, I've seen in my entire career of football, one foul throw ever
Good
called
tackle.
at a non-park game, so
Yeah, you see it a lot at low
like
level.
park levels.
Yeah.
Time I saw it called, actually I've seen two, they were in the same game. It was a UEFA Cup final. What is now the Europa League. Rangers gave away 2 foul throws. Against Zenit St. Petersburg, I think it was. Zenit St. Petersburg won. Rangers didn't win. That's what I can tell you. So I think it was Zenit. So 6 minutes now. Ball comes through. Well
Good
judged by
shielding.
Claire Binns.
Yeah.
Good shielding, like you said, defensively. I don't think they need to force it. It's another example of Trinity just forcing it more than they needed to.
No, I think going to Richards there could have led to a quicker attack, but at the same time, you go to Doran and you maintain possession.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need for a quicker attack right now. You've still got time. 5 minutes is a long time. Gets around, can cut it back. Right decision
Great
to cut it
defending.
back. Good defending there. Couldn't quite see which defender it was. All ball there for me. Nothing doing.
Yep.
That one wasn't though.
I didn't even know there was a foul there. I thought that was a handball.
No, clipped her on the way through. Like went on the turn and just got her with the back of her studs. No
Gotcha.
intent. But throw in for the Tigers.
Doesn't look like either team are gonna make any more subs.
Well, actually, PLU have one
Oh,
ready to go.
there you go.
So. Now turn here, Bree Weiner. Ball's out for Williard. Ilsa Newland. Still on the ball. She's got support in the shape of Maggie Hartnett.
Good decision.
Hartnett goes forward for Creek. Now wait for Doran.
This is a good patient build right now.
Doran played it through the middle. Yeah, Creek was offside.
Bella, let's get our block over here. Get the ball over here, set it
So
up.
4 minutes to go. I think it's pretty safe to say Abby Winkler is going to hit 87 minutes. So that is 5,000 career minutes for Abby Winkler in the PLU goal.
Josh, you should be tucked in here.
So well done to her. 5,000 minutes, a long time.
Keep attacking the edges.
She's made over 160 saves in that time as well. Headed down by the Tigers, but it's only going to go as far as Bukowski.
5,000 minutes is about 8 hours and a third. So that's
a lot of time.
Lot of soccer.
So Trinity now controlled. I'd like to see them like calm it down a little bit here. Creek. Yeah, right decision there. Just take some of the sting out of the game a little bit. Oh, sells the defender well. Goes long.
Great ball.
Does Harris. He's going to find Khan.
Don't make it easy on him.
Yeah, gives away a foul. Good work defensively.
There's a hard balance to strike there because if you're Khan, you don't want to give her an easy clearance, but you also can't foul there. So
And now you've given her an easy clearance because you've given away the foul.
Yep,
So
and the clock is going to tick.
it's a really good work defensively. She keeps her body between the ball and the player. And so the only way the player's going to get the ball really is if they come through you.
Yep.
That's what happened. Free kick for PLU, and it's a relieving free kick. That was one of the more dangerous chances Trinity have had in these closing stages. And she's on.
Boy.
Good run here from our court. Binns comes.
Great.
Binns comes very well. Great claim from
goalkeeping.
Binns. We saw PLU have a frustrating moment on Friday too. Look at this run though. Great run, but Binns so quick off the line. Gets
Great
down
hand-eye
well. She
coordination.
just couldn't get under the ball on the shot. And that's what stopped it, because she does get the shot away, actually. It didn't look like it in real time. But on the replay, she does. You can tell the ball goes off her feet.
No,
Go in
that's
here for
great
PLU.
hand-eye coordination from Binns. Just,
So we'll stop the clock. Subs will come in.
I think it's easy to miss the ball there. Just
Martinson
pinpoints
and
it.
Schwetz in for PLU. Schwetz has been really involved. And Kayla Boven in for Trinity. You don't need to do the sub that they've started doing in professional games where you go off the nearest sideline, because we stopped the
clock
clock
stop.
this late on anyway. So she was going to run off, was Darian Williams.
I think I would have gone off over there just so I didn't feel like I had to run,
Had to
all
run.
the way across the field.
Yeah, clock stopped. You can take time. Ball goes long. PLU. It's nice to see the opposing coach give Darian Williams a high five as she comes off too. A lot of respect between the two teams.
Good shifts from both programs as well.
Yeah.
Hard work in this game.
Maybe a little too much respect from both teams at times though. They just haven't really gone for it as much as they maybe should have.
It's still early in the season. I feel like it's hard to have that
Yeah,
that extra little bit you need.
back for Binns.
1 minute.
Final minute of the game. Now both teams are going to have to rush if they want to get all 3 points from this. I say 3 points like there's a point system. But if they want to win this game, they're going to have to go for it, both teams.
I think you want to get the ball to Hannah Kahn or Clara Richards right now.
Heavy touch has kind of taken away the space.
I think you've got 3 players if you're Trinity that you think can take a shot in this final little bit.
There's one of them, Hannah Khan. She's wide. It's fallen favorably off his shin, though.
Still there.
Has a go! Just wide. And that'll probably be it.
Yeah.
There's 20 seconds to go. A goalkeeper's going to take 20 seconds to set up. If you're an experienced goalkeeper, you're going to take all 10 seconds to take this goal kick. Let's have another look here. Maybe a hint of a foul there, but they got a shot away anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
So close. Goalkeeper does the right thing, takes all 21 seconds to get the ball back, and that's it. It's all over here, 1-1 between Trinity and Pacific Lutheran. Pretty fair reflection of the game, you'd say.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a bit of a cagey game at points. Neither team really feeling confident enough to go for it. And I think that was something that was maybe missing in this game. At points, I think you got to be brave. You got to take something on. If you want the result to go your way, if you want things in general to go your way outside of the sport, you got to take a risk. And I think the Tigers and the Lutes today, neither team really put in that just extra bit of risk, and it shows in the result. Both teams come out with the draw.
Yeah, 1-1. Same result that PLU had on Friday. So PLU moved to 0-0. We're going to have a look at the goals. This was very, very early on, 3 minutes in.
Great first time ball from Doran off the clearance there, and a great finish as well from Bree Werner. This was
Now
pretty
look at the
soon into the
equalizer.
second half
Yeah,
as well.
it was 5 minutes into the second half. Beautiful bit of passing from PLU. really caught Trinity out, and
Yeah.
that's your goals, 1-1. So in the end, I think before Friday, I think both teams would have taken a draw in this game. They're
Yep.
both ranked teams. PLU obviously really would have wanted to win after what happened on Friday.
Yep.
So PLU moved to 0-0-1. Trinity moved to 0-0-2. Trinity moved to 1-0-1. So both teams still undefeated. PLU though still winless through the road trip to Texas. They got a flight to catch, so we're going to let them go, and we're going to be back here at around 6 o'clock for the Trinity men's game. They're going to play St. Thomas in a replay of last year's SCAC final. So that should be an exciting one. Be sure to join us at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lebo. From all of us here at Tiger Network, have a good afternoon. We'll see you in a few hours.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.